extra £16. That's about $13. I had to pay that.
Hi guys, I'm doing a product review on the new KKW beauty line, and I'm going to get right into it. And after I finish reviewing the product, I'm going to tell you about the shipping, how I shipped it, how I purchased it, and how much I purchased it for. So it comes in a box like this. It's a really nice box, and it says KKW Beauty. Not much beauty brands have a service where they put their logos on the packaging in the boxes, so I think that's quite cute. She also has like a little note she's left. I'm going to read you guys a little bit of it. I'm not going to get too much into it, but it says, my cream contour and highlight kits were designed to be versatile. Everyone has their own preference when it comes to contouring and highlighting, so I wanted to give you a variety of shades along with tools you need to create a customized look that works with your skin tone. And there's a bit more, but that's all I'm going to read. And also it comes in here, so it's a nice like nudish colour packaging, and it says KKW Beauty. So I'm going to open it up. And more packaging, and I love that like it's all kind of nude, it's all natural, and it's all neutral colors, and like the colorway is very like consistent, and I really like that about this. It's sealed really good, like it's sealed really tight. I'm gonna have to like get some scissors. I can't open this with my hands, so I'm gonna get some scissors. But it's sealed really tight, and I think that's really good. So it literally is very secure, so nothing can contaminate it, so no nasties can get inside. So I think that's really good. So it comes in about 4 shades. I think it comes in fair, medium, dark, and like deep dark. And I got the dark, and yeah, I go for my skin tone because I feel like that'll be perfect for my skin tone, and I like my contouring kind of dark, so yeah, I got the dark. So it comes with these 3, and I'm assuming this is the brush part, and this is like the sponge part. So this is like a beauty blender, and it's obviously got the KKW there, which is quite cute, and that's the brush part. I don't like the fact that you can't cover these parts. Like I think that they should have came with like lids to cover them, because dust and bacteria can get in them, and you'd have to consistently keep washing them, unless she's gonna like create refills where you have to repurchase, which I think is a bit like inconvenient for like people like me that live like in the UK, and I've shipped it all the way from the US, so for me to keep getting refills will be a bit long. So anyway, this KKW Beauty, that is the contour stick, the dark. Okay, and I think you just turn it and it goes up, turn it, goes back down. Let's see how much product you get in there. You don't get that much product. Like for the price I paid, you don't get that much product, but yeah. So far I like the packaging. Oh, okay, so you get another end. What did I just do? You get another end of contour. Okay, so you get a double-sided contour, a dark contour, a double-sided. Fair enough. Okay, cool. You guys saw that. So this one is the concealer, which remember I purchased dark, so apparently this is the perfect concealer tone for me, but we'll see about that in a minute when I start applying it. And this is obviously supposed to be my highlighter, so I'm going to use this on my cheekbones, and I'm also going to use it on my brow bones. So let me just show you guys the colors again in case you guys didn't see properly. I'm just going to put it a bit closer to the why do I keep doing this? I think these are very like slippery. Like my hands are quite dry, but they seem kind of slippery, like they're just slipping through my hands. That's a dark shade for my contour, and you get a double-sided dark shade for the contour, which I think is quite good because people are going to need quite a lot of contour. You should have really got a double-sided concealer as well. and then got a double-sided highlighter. But that's how she's done her stuff, you know. So that's the highlighter. And if you're in the shade dark, you're obviously going to get a highlighter like that. I think it's quite cool for me. Like, I don't like highlighters that are too light. So for me, that is fine. And that is the concealer. So I'm just going to leave that out. I'm going to start off with my concealer. So I think once I put my concealer on, I use these to kind of blend everything out. I think that's going to have to be dampened, so I'm going to dampen that. So I'm going to start by dampening my kind of beauty blender, because it's going to need to be damp so I can kind of blend out my concealer. So what I'm going to do, I got that all over my hands already, like what is going on. So I'm going to start off with my concealer. It's very slippery. Oh my god, look. It's literally just bent. What is going on in life? It's literally bent. Okay. It's very weird to me. But anyway, I'm just going to blend this out.
Okay, I'm trying to see if this concealer works for me.
It's not. Let me try and use the brush.
To blend it out, because that beauty blender is not working for me at all.
Okay, so the brush is blending it out a lot better in a strange, very strange way. I don't even. Okay. I'm gonna put a bit more concealer on, guys, because I just didn't like how that one looked. Okay, let's just go in with the contour. Okay, so I'm gonna start contouring. I think this kind of melted because of the hot weather. It must be something to do with the hot weather. So I'm gonna start the contour on my jaw lines and my cheekbones.
My forehead. That's obviously where I do my contour. Sides of my nose. Top of my nose.
I like how that looks, and I really like the colour of the contour. So I like the colour of the dark shade contour. So my favourite at the moment is the dark shade contour. I really like this colour.
I'm just blending it out now. And I like when my forehead looks a bit darker than the rest of my foundation, because it kind of makes it look a bit more natural. So this is dark. It seems very, very dark. Wow. I don't know if I use too much or what, but it just seems very, very dark. Okay. It's like contoured my nose a lot, so much. Okay, so I'm going to keep trying to blend this in on my forehead. Alright. You can still see it, but I really like it. Like, I think like if I spent a bit of time and done this, done my makeup with this, it would look quite nice. I think it just needs to be blended out properly. Like, I feel like I need to get my foundation brush and blend it out.
Okay, so I'm going to go back in with my concealer, and I'm going to put that on my nose. I feel like you need more brushes. Like, I don't want to use the same brush that I've used for my contour, for my concealer, but it just feels like I'm having to do that. Just trying to blend this all in. My nose is literally always running. Every time I do a video, my nose is running. Personally, I don't think it's coming out too right. I don't really know why. Like, I like this contour kit, but something's just not working out right. I'm just gonna again put a bit more concealer on my eyes because something's just not going right.
I think the concealer looks a bit ashy. That's what I can say. It just looks slightly ashy.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this highlighter because this has to be the thing that kind of makes me look a bit normal. Because I like this palette, but I think it just takes some time, some getting used to, and some consistency. So with this, I'm just gonna put on my cheekbone. I like that highlighter. I like that. Can't see on this side, but you can see on this side. And then I'm just gonna, and it smells really nice as well. That's the only thing that actually smells nice. Okay, so I'm gonna put some highlighter on my nose. Okay guys, so I forgot to use the highlighter on my brow bone. So I'm just gonna use it
on the bone of my brow. I think that's really nice. I'm gonna blend it in, but I think it looks really nice. Wow, this stuff is so messy. I don't know if you guys can see it properly, but I think it looks quite nice. Just a little highlight, so yeah.
Okay, so I'm more or less finished. Like I could keep going, but I don't want to like keep going and then like it's just not gonna work out. So what I will say is I really like this kit, but I feel like it should have a lot more, and I think it's a bit messy. Like look, like it's just really messy. And I think the packaging was really good, but the product consistency is very fine. So it made the product kind of messy and the product began to kind of melt on my skin. I like the dark shade for my skin tone. However, I feel like the concealer is a bit ashy for me. Like, I don't know, it's not like a yellowy tone, it's more like a grey tone. And I don't know about that. I really like the highlighter. I think it's a really perfect tone for a dark shade like me. So I'm impressed with the highlight and I'm impressed with the dark shade contour, but I'm not too keen on the concealer. In saying that, maybe I could get deep dark if I'm willing to purchase again. And if I got deep dark, I'd probably get a more like a better color for my concealer that will match my skin tone. I love the packaging. I just feel like it should come with another brush and it should also come with another sponge, because with this brush and sponge you have to use all 3 or 4 products together and I didn't like that. So overall, I love a few things about it and there's a few things that I don't really like about it. Let me just tell you guys how much I paid. I think it was about $40 I paid for this, and I think that came up to like 30 something pounds in the UK, and then I had to pay like $15 shipping, which is about £9–10 in the UK. And then when it came, I had to pay an extra £16. That's about $12–13. I had to pay that. It's a customs fee. Usually when you order something from abroad, like internationally to the UK, some companies pay the customs fee. When I ordered something from Kylie Cosmetics, she didn't pay, well, they didn't pay the customs fee, and they were charging me like £16 when it came to me. And I think like these big brands shouldn't charge so much. Like for customs fee, they should just pay for that. Like you're going out of your way and you're using your money to spend with them, and you're spending your money, so they should at least you know, pay that fee. You know, if they're offering international shipping, they should pay that fee. Why offer international shipping? Anyway, it took about 2 weeks to come, and yeah, it was a bit of an inconvenience because after it came, you know, they dropped a note in my door and it said, okay, you've got a £16 customs fee, and the item still wasn't with me. So I had to take the note and I had to bring it to like the customs office, and I had to pay the fee, and then I got my products. So that's one thing that I wasn't too happy about, but I knew it was going to happen because when I ordered stuff from Kylie Cosmetics, the exact same thing happened, unfortunately. So that's my review for this product. If you want to go and get it and try it yourself, like, why not? Like, I wouldn't say don't get it, but going off my experience, I just think, you know, this is my experience. You either like it or you don't. I love the packaging, as I said. I think it's quite fun and it's very consistent. It's nude. There's some things I like about it, some things I don't. But I think if I had a bit more time and I put like a bit more energy and I was going out and I took my time, I would be able to like contour my face differently. I really like the highlighter and I did like the dark shade of contour. So that's all for my review, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. You get an update when I post videos just like this one, and I'm going to be reviewing so much more products. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.